Hi dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends of Cricket Happenings. This is Ram once again welcoming you to another edition of Cricket Happenings on your daily favorite show, Cricket Happenings. Well, today we are looking at the match between New Zealand and Pakistan, which was the third and final 2020 over international. As you know, New Zealand have already wrapped up the series, but when it was the match was a mere formality. But that mere formality match turned out to be a very serious one for New Zealand, as New Zealand suffered a humiliating 103 runs defeat at the hands of Pakistan in the third 2020 overs international played at the AMI Stadium in Christchurch today. In fact, Pakistan subjected New Zealand to their lowest ever total in their 2020 history, when New Zealand were bowled out for 80, chasing 183 for 6 set by Pakistan. And this was all set up by that opening partnership by Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz, and then Abdul Razzak with a cameo of 34 of just 11 balls, smoking sixes and fours all over the park, 3 fours and 3 sixes, took the Pakistani score to 183. And well, as far as this particular match was concerned, Pakistan were the ones who actually won the toss, and they chose to bat. And Tanveer Ahmed, who was very impressive in the test matches, as you know, he actually made his 2020 debut, and he was quite good. And the hero was Abdul Razzak, who actually took the man of the match honors by contributing with the bat and then coming in and actually having these New Zealand innings reeling, with sending that. In fact, he had 3 wickets in that particular 4 wickets that fell of New Zealand. In fact, New Zealand at one stage were 11 for 5, with all the 5 batsmen dismissed. 11 for 5 out of the 3 wickets to Razzak, 1 was a run out. And what was very interesting was that the top 4 players, Jesse Ryder, Martin Guptill, Dean Brownlee and Ross Taylor, were dismissed for ducks. Well, so let's look at how everything went on there at the MI Stadium in Christchurch. Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz opened the batting, so Shahid Afridi decided to drop down the order, and Ahmed Shahzad was absolutely superb. He was screaming the ball to all parts of the field. He was not afraid to go for his strokes, and that's what he was doing. Anything pitched up, he used to just slash it away. Pick it up and just loft it away over the infield for 4. And anything which was a bit short, he used to dismiss it over mid-wicket. And let me tell you, Ahmed Shahzad, the way he was batting, it was such an entertaining knock that he played. And at the other end, Mohammad Hafiz was also stroking the ball very well and also playing some very good strokes. And he also hit one very good 6 too. Mohammad Hafiz contributing 34 and Ahmed Shahzad contributing 54. And the opening partnership was worth 81 runs in just 8.4 overs, with the New Zealand bowling, Adam Milne coming in for some severe tap there, and Kyle Mills also being punished, and Tim Southee also coming under the hammer of the opening batsman Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz. 84 runs were put, and the first wicket to go was Mohammad Hafiz. After playing 34, making 34 of 23 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. Franklin actually had him caught by Taylor for 34. So that was the first wicket to go. And after that, there was suddenly there were a lot of wickets fell very quickly. The opening partner Ahmed Shahzad, looking so dangerous as far as for New Zealand, finally was dismissed. He was LBW bowled James Franklin for 54 of 34 deliveries. 10 fours, as I said, entertaining knock, very entertaining knock, 10 fours in that effort. And what was very good to see of Ahmed Shahzad was he was not afraid to go for his strokes, and the way he was stroking the ball, oh, it was a real sight to watch. He just used to pick it up and just stroke the ball. And I think Ahmed Shahzad would make a very good opener if he continues in that same vein. And after that, I said there were some quick wickets which fell. With Asad Shafiq was caught by Mills on the bowling of Nathan McCullum for 8 of 15 balls, and Yunis Khan was out for out for 5, but he was run out by McCullum for 5 of just 9 deliveries. And suddenly the Pakistani innings started collapsing, and the score stood at 106 for 4 when Asad Shafiq was out. So, and then it became 136 for 5. It's Shahid Afridi coming in and playing a very quick knock of 14 of just 9 deliveries, 1 4 and 1 6, becoming a victim of Saudi when he was clean bowled for 14. Umar Akmal contributed 30 runs of just 19 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6. And Umar Akmal's wicket fell to Adam Milne, actually got his first one-day 2020 overs wicket there, as Umar Akmal was out for 30. And at that time the score stood at 164 for 6. But after that, I mean, it was 19.1 overs, and the score was just the balanced 5 balls which was there. Abdul Razzak really went berserk. In fact, he smoked Adam Milne for fours, and also hit 2 glorious sixes of the bowling of Tim Southee to make 34 of just 11 balls with 3 fours and 3 6, and he was not out on 34. Wahab Riaz not out on not. 183 for 6 Pakistan finished with in the quota of 20 overs, and the bowling figures of New Zealand were really flattened, I would say, because Adam Milne's 4 overs 1 for 48, Kyle Mills 4 overs no maiden, none for 36, Tim Southee 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 53, Nathan McCallum 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 29, James Franklin 3 overs 2 for 12, and Scott Starris bowled 1 over, no run, in fact none for 4 of his 1 over. As far as the New Zealand innings were concerned, well, New Zealand innings was totally in chaos right from the time it started, with Martin Guptill, who was so consistent in the previous 2 one-day internationals, becoming the first victim of Razzak, when Razzak, who actually was handling the new ball, had Guptill caught at point. Guptill tried to slash it past point. Ahmed Shahzad, who had a very good match here, took the catch with bowling Abdul Razzak for duck. So that was the first wicket, and New Zealand were 1 for 1. Jesse Ryder, continuing his poor form in the series, stopped the pull of the bowling of Tanveer Ahmed, who was making his debut, who got his first 2020 international wicket, and he was also caught by Ahmed Shahzad for a duck, and the New Zealand score were 2 for 2. Dean Brownlee, the person who actually played in those 3 matches now, he was run out for not. Shahid Afridi hitting it pinpointedly onto the stumps, a direct hit, and Dean Brownlee was shot out of the ground. He was run out for a duck, and the New Zealand score was 2 for 3. After that, Ross Taylor, the captain, followed as Abdul Razzak got one to hit the knee of Ross Taylor. Up went the appeal, up went the umpire's finger. Ross Taylor was walking. LBW bowled Abdul Razzak for a duck, and Abdul Razzak had reduced New Zealand to 3 for 4 at that stage in 3 overs. And that became 11 for 5 when James Franklin was the third victim of Abdul Razzak, as Abdul Razzak actually had him clean bowled, as if Franklin played all over the ball, and he was clean bowled by Abdul Razzak for 3, and the New Zealand innings stood at a sorry 11 for 5 after 4.4 overs when James Franklin departed. After that, there was nothing that New Zealand could do. The only person who really did something was Scott Starris, who made 45 of 34 balls with 6 fours and 1 6, but of no avail, as all the other players couldn't support him. Abdul Rahman clean bowled Peter McGlashan, the wicketkeeper, for 7 of 13 balls with 1 4. Nathan McCallum's LBW bowled Shahid Afridi for 8 of 10 balls with 1 4, as Shahid Afridi wrapped up everything there, as Kyle Mills was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for 7. Tim Southee was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for a duck. Adam Mills was not out on 3, and Scott Starris was the highest scorer. He was the only person who actually reached double figures, but Shahid Afridi claimed him too. He was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for 45 of 34 balls with 6 fours and 1 6, and let me tell you, Shahid Afridi was simply superb. The way he bowled and the way he actually dismissed Tim Southee, the first balls Tim Southee faced, in fact, Afridi bowled a ball which went in straight and hit the stumps, and Tim Southee was gone, clean bowled by Shahid Afridi, and New Zealand were all out for the lowest ever total in 2020 cricket, as they were all out for 80 in just 15.5 overs, just handing the match on a platter to Pakistan, who won this match handsomely by 103 runs. And Shahid Afridi's figures: 2.5 overs no maiden, 4 for 14. Abdul Razzak 4 overs 1 maiden, 3 for 13, who did the early damage. And Tanveer Ahmed 3 overs 1 for 13 was impressive. Wahab Riaz bowled 2 overs for 15, and Abdul Rahman, the left-arm spinner, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 22. New Zealand really definitely won the 3-match series 2-1, but I thought Pakistan have done themselves a great deal of good by actually beating, humiliating New Zealand to such a 104-run victory in the third 2020 overs international. And Tanveer Ahmed, as player of the match, was Abdul Razzak for his all-round performance, both with the bat and the ball. And one word I would say here is Pakistan's morale is definitely boosted with the next. I'm sure the Test series would be starting, so Pakistan would be quite happy with their performance. And well, dear cricket fans, this just leaves me time here to just talk about some breaking news. Ricky Ponting, with a finger injury, is out of the lineup as far as the 5th Test of the Ashes series is concerned at the SCG, the Sydney Cricket Ground, which will be starting on January the 3rd. And the reason being, he has a finger injury, and he has been replaced by the Pakistani-born Aussie batsman Usman Khawaja. And as far as the India, South Africa is concerned, India doesn't have some good news there, with the one-day international starting after the Cape Town test on Jan 2nd, where Virendra Sehwag is ruled out of the one-day series because of an injury. And well, Virendra Sehwag, that is definitely going to be missed, and the spectators are going to miss him for sure. Without Sehwag, a one-day international is incomplete for India, unfortunately. But that is the case, dear cricket fans. One has to live with it, because Sehwag has to be fit for the World Cup, and the Indian selectors don't want to risk him, so he won't be playing in the one-day international series against South Africa. That's it, dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends for Cricket Happenings. Always a pleasure to bring you this cricket show, Cricket Happenings. I keep coming at you, and you keep coming with your comments, you keep coming with your support and your tremendous response. Thanks everybody for all their tremendous support. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.